Yo. So it's been a while since I've had a face-to-face with you guys. But today I am actually presenting to you guys a video that is just training footage with commentary over it, which is what I've been doing a lot recently. But this commentary that I added over to this training footage today is actually practice for a keynote that I'm pretending in my mind. This is actually like the first video that I would really like you guys to please share because I think it's pretty fucking awesome. Okay? Okay, so this is one thing that I really want you guys to understand when it comes to any element of fitness, okay? Whether it be you want to lose weight, whether it be you want to increase your mobility, whether it means you want to build muscle, whether it means you want to get stronger, no matter what your goal is, whatever your goal is, it's going to take a lot of time, okay? And depending on where your starting point is and where you want your end goal to be, that will dictate how many months, how many years it's going to take. If you're just somebody that's like, I don't know, 250 pounds and you want to get it down to 200 pounds, it'll probably take like 6 months to a year. Okay? If you're somebody like me that started off at like 300 pounds and dropped down to 180 pounds, that shit took me about 20 months. Okay? And that 20 months was, it included diet breaks and it included periods of trial and error where I was trying to figure out exactly what it was that worked for me. Now, the thing is, if I had had like a coach or whatever, and that knew what they were doing, it would probably take me, I'd say, a year to 15 months, okay? And I probably wouldn't have looked like a sack of shit when I was done with it. When I went from 300 to 180 pounds, I wasn't doing any strength training with it. And when I got down to 180, I was skinny fat. I was skinny, meaning small arms, small back, small chest, really small legs, and I still had huge love handles and a shitload of loose skin to go with it. Okay, so if I had done everything correctly, it would have still taken me time, but I feel like the results would have been a little bit better had I been doing some strength training along with the fat loss and the diet and the cardio, etc. Okay, if your goal is to build muscle, a lot of you guys will know that building muscle and building strength takes a lot of time. And again, where's your starting point and where's your end goal? Depending on where those things are, it's probably going to take a lot of time. I don't know. I don't have like an exact number as to the strength standards that I want to be at yet, but it's probably going to take a few years. I want to get to, I don't know, let's say if I was to let's say get to a 400-pound bench, 500-pound squat, 600-pound deadlift, that's probably going to take me a few years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Okay. And I'm okay with that. I am actually okay with enjoying the process of getting to where I want to be. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, from what I can see, they don't want that. They don't want to do the thing in order to get to the result. Okay? They want the magic pill. And I get it. Okay? Like, I have wanted the magic pill sometimes in my life as well. Okay? Even as much as I will stand here and say that I do enjoy the process of losing fat, of building muscle, I still do sometimes think that I would like to have some of that magic pill. Just because I feel like I should be a little bit stronger in some of my lifts than I should be, okay? For like specifically my bench press. I feel like my bench press is below average and it's going to take me a lot more time to get to what the quote unquote average is for the bench press for how long somebody should have been training, okay? And the thing about magic pills is that in the fitness realm, right now, the only quote-unquote magic pill that has been proven to work is steroids. Okay, from what I've seen, there are no other magic pills that like produce like almost overnight results than steroids. Okay. Now, that's not to say that you should carry that type of thinking into every other aspect of your life outside of fitness, okay? There are actually magic pills that have come about. They're very rare, but they have come about that have actually produced overnight results. I'll give you one really good example. Email, okay? Before email came along, in order for you, this is the issue that email solved. In order for you to want to do business with somebody that's long distances away, in order for you to even just be able to communicate with them, you would have to either typewrite or handwrite a letter, put it in a fucking envelope, drop it off at the post office, pay a fee, okay, and then they will have to take it either overseas or to the other end of the country, or wherever the hell that you're sending it to. And it was expensive. There were chances there could be delays. There could be like if it was going overseas, the ship that it was going to could have sunk and it wasn't guaranteed to reach there. All kinds of shit could have happened and it could have been delayed, okay? Like that's what they had to deal with, okay? Now, with email that came along, in order for me to send an email from my spot to someone in fucking England, it's instant. It's faster, it's cheap, it's a hell of a lot more reliable and a hell of a lot more safe. And that email was the magic pill to the long distance communication thing, okay? So magic pills do exist in society, okay? It's just that in the fitness industry, a lot of the magic pills that claim to have worked don't actually work, and the one like real magic pill that we've seen so far that actually works is steroids. Okay? And outside of steroids, right now in the fitness industry, there are no other magic pills. The fact of the matter is that could change. In a few years, you never know. Somebody might actually invent a magic pill that will actually help you lose fat overnight. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, though. Okay? But I think there's a chance. Okay? There's always a chance. You know, again, like 20, 30 years ago, people didn't think email was possible. But now it's the fucking norm. Okay? So that also brings me to the point of, as I said earlier, enjoying the process. Okay? Enjoying the process is something that I like to do. And like the big reason why I think a lot of people want the magic pill is just because like it's to feed their ego. Okay? They want that dream physique in order to impress the girl. They want the dream strengths already to impress their friends. Okay? It's all egoic based. Okay? But let me give you something that'll satisfy your ego even more. What about the story, huh? What about the story? The reason why I actually really enjoy the process of taking 2, 3, 4, 5 years in order to get to my strength goals and to get to my physique goals is because it's egoic based as well. I will have a huge fucking story to tell. Again, listening to my own voice, okay, which is very egoic, quote unquote, a very big egoic tickle. That process is to help feed my ego as well. Having just the end result of the goal strength and the goal physique, that is very egoically satisfying. But the process, being able to once to get to that point in like 3, 4, 5 years and being able to talk about all the bullshit that I had to go through in order to get there, how much harder I was working than almost everybody else, that shit, that will satisfy my ego more than anything else. Okay, so take that into consideration as well if you're somebody that's gravitating more towards the magic pill thinking society in order to gratify your ego. And yes, you are trying to gratify your ego. Don't try and fucking hide it. Everybody wants to try and gratify their ego. One thing that will satisfy your ego even more than just having that result is being able to run your mouth and telling the story about how you got there. Okay, and that's pretty much why I like the process.